James Kaufman, World News Report today. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about America's secret weapon that was used in Venezuela. And we're going to see what we think is a live demonstration of that weapon after this brief account from one of the security guards at Maduro's home who survived. One of just a few who survived. This account from a Venezuelan security guard loyal to Nicolas Maduro is absolutely chilling, and it explains a lot about why the tone across Latin America has suddenly changed. You know, I couldn't figure out why no anti-aircraft munitions were fired, but now I do understand. So according to the security guard, on the day of the operation, we didn't hear anything coming. We were on guard, but suddenly all of our radar systems shut down without any explanation. The next thing we saw were drones. A lot of drones flying over our position. We didn't know how to react. What happened next? How was the main attack? Security guard answered. After those drones appeared, some helicopters arrived. But there were very few of them. I think barely 8 helicopters total. From those helicopters, soldiers came down, but a very small number, maybe 20 men at the most. But those men were very technologically advanced. They didn't look like anything we fought against before. And then the battle began. Yes, it was a massacre, not a battle. We were hundreds, but we had no chance. They were shooting with extreme precision and speed. It seemed like each soldier was firing over 300 rounds per minute. We couldn't do anything. And your own weapons, did they help? No help at all, because it wasn't just the weapons. At one point, they launched something. I don't know how to describe it. It was like a very intense sound wave. Suddenly, I felt my head was exploding from the inside. We all started bleeding from the nose. Many of us were vomiting. Many fell to the ground, unable to move at all. And your comrades, did they manage to resist? Not at all, no. Those 20 men, without a single casualty, killed hundreds of us. We had no way to compete with their technology, with their weapons. I swear, I've never seen anything like it. We couldn't even stand up after that sonic weapon, or whatever it was used. So do you think the rest of the region should think twice before confronting the Americans? Without a doubt, I'm sending a warning to any and everyone who thinks they can fight the United States. They have no idea what they're capable of. After what I saw, I never want to be on the other side of that again. They're not to be messed with. And now that Trump has said Mexico is on the list, do you think the situation will change in Latin America? Definitely. Everyone is well aware of what occurred and already talking about this incident. No one wants to go through what we went through. Now everyone thinks twice. What happened here is going to change a lot of things, not just in Venezuela, but throughout the region. So, ladies and gentlemen, we think we have a demonstration, although this demonstration was from over 10 years ago, and it sounds like these guys were hit with a much more advanced weapon. Now for the cool part. We get to watch Peter Ducey be hit by one of these weapons. Let's check it out. I don't know if this is the sonic weapon used on the Venezuelan troops. I would guess, since this was so far back, it has, been upgraded.
At one point, they launched something. I don't know how to describe it, he said. It was like a very intense sound wave. Suddenly, I felt like my head was exploding from the inside. The Pentagon is not yet saying exactly what weapon was used, but it sounds a lot like something this reporter got hit with at Quantico in this piece from 2013. The military says the active denial system is not radioactive, it's not a microwave, and it's not a laser beam. It's instead a man-sized beam of millimeter waves that can be fired from up to 1,000 meters away that are designed to get the subject, whoever's standing on this X, really, really hot so that they move. And it's about 50 degrees out here right now, but I just felt like it was about 1,000. And I've never been inside a tub that somebody dropped a hairdryer in, but I would imagine that that's what it feels like.
Now, I am guessing, since his nose is not bleeding, he didn't fall on the ground, he's not throwing blood up, even a more advanced weapon was used in Venezuela. Ladies and gentlemen, if we have that kind of capability, well, it's scary. Very, very scary. Let me know what you think was used in this attack. And, well, let's pray that it's never used against the American population. Please share, give us a thumbs up, and remember, anything's possible in Bizarro World.